Page 32, that's Amore. This is a rather bright, brisky thing. We're not going to do it bright, brisky, we're going to do it slow. You can do it moderately bright and brisky or whatever you want on your own. I'd like to point out a few things. I'm going to start with the right hand here. Measure 13 on page 32. You have an F sharp, third finger. That B is a bit of a stretch down there. Make sure you get all the way down to it. Alright, not really a problem. You should be able to get there. Now once you get the B, you can clap your hand. You don't have to keep your hand stretched out. Alright. Now on measure 17, 18, 19, all that, you're in this position. For this chord. Okay, but on measure 20, you want the fourth finger on the G, so you can play the A. So be aware of that. On measure 27 and before, you're in this position to do these. You know, at like on measure 25 and so on. And then on measure 28, it's the fourth finger on the F sharp, so you can do the G. Page 33, top line next to the last measure of the top line. See those? It's a wrist thing, okay? Just use your wrist and pop, pop, pop. You got to get up to the B, because now you're going to repeat back to the reverse repeat sign and do it all that again. First measure, the first two measures of the coda, okay? You have an F sharp, an E, then your thumb goes on the C, now you cross over for the B. Not difficult, but you can do that just so you're aware of that. On measure 38 and 39, on 38 you're here, 39 you're here. I recommend you put the thumb on the second E, because that puts you in position to go on up. So on measure 40, it would be the third finger on the G rather than the fifth. So starting at 38, I recommend that fingering. I think it's much easier. On measure 49, just to point it out, your third finger on the F sharp, you're going to cross under to play the G with the thumb. Not a problem. Okay. That's the right hand. In the left hand, measure 4 at the top of page 32. You're starting out with the D, B, and then we want the 4-2 on the G, B flat. That's to prepare you for what's coming on measure 5. So you're aware of that. So follow the fingering they've marked there. It's fine. Gotta find it on measure 13 in the left hand, starting out with the G. Be aware that D is the third finger. Okay, because that puts you in position for what's coming. It's important. On measure 17, the G, third finger. Just follow their fingering, it's fine. On measure 29 at the top of page 33, left hand, you're down here. That is an index finger on the D. On measure 30, you're in that position. You can just play whatever note is under the finger. Okay, so it's 4 or 5. On measure 31, the next to the last measure, the E is a staccato. In the coda, you're starting out with an F sharp in the left hand. And the next measure is the third finger on the D sharp. Okay, and then a B, then an A. Now it's the third finger on an F natural. And then isn't that fun? Oh boy. On measure 42, you have in the left hand, it's a G, index finger on the D. So you're ready for what's coming. Now in measure 44, you can put the thumb on the D if you want, because you're going to be in that position a little bit later. You just well do it now. So starting with measure 43, it's because now we're here. Now on measure 47, B flat, D flat, 4, 2, and then again A, C with the same fingers. The pedal will help you connect those together. I'll measure 50, G, second finger on the D, and then I'll measure 51, it's a little finger on the C flat, or on the C. Not necessary really. Now I find that fingering a little awkward. On measure 50, you're playing the, okay, but I find it easier to put the fourth finger on the C and second finger on the E flat. I'm not moving the hand around as much. I'm not rearranging it. But their fingering it works if that's what you want to do. And then the last two notes in the left hand is here, except AVA is under it, so you got to go down an octave. Now a little bit about the road map here. Just so you know, the repeat sign at the top of page 33 goes back to the reverse repeat sign at the beginning at the top of page 32. There's 2 pickup beats in it, okay, but that's the first full measure. Then when you get to the end of measure 11, there is a circle with crosshairs in it. That's the sign. They have a note there for you, but they don't have to put in a note. Telling you to go to the coda. And the coda is marked over on page 33, starting at the second line. Sometimes they don't include the word coda. All you get is the sign. You don't get any help other than just the sign. And you know that's the coda. Starts on the second beat of a measure. So I'm going to give you a full 3 counts plus 1, 1. So we go to 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We're going to go really, really slow because of the eighth notes. And the weird fingering, the massaging of the finger, you got some interesting harmonies going on here, so we're going to do it. As far as the pedal goes, I'm going to leave out the pedal in this piece so you can hear the notes clearly, all the way through. I just don't see any point in any pedaling. And when you're learning it, you don't want to use pedal anyway. You put the pedal in last after you've learned it. So let's try this out. Very, very slowly. I need you to hear the notes when you're playing with me to make sure you're playing the same notes I am. And the rhythm too. Okay, so we're going to go super slow. Boringly slow. Alright, but tough. That's the way it is. Play it with me one hand at a time for a while if you have to. It's okay. Right hand's going to start here. Okay, and the left hand starts here with a 2-1 now. Because the bottom note uses different fingerings as it goes across, you see it? And if you're using pedal, put the foot on the pedal, otherwise don't bother. I'm not going to use the pedal, so I'm not going to bother. 1, 2, 3, go. 2,